So recently, a ton of people have been asking me, Monster, what's the most profitable Slayer currently in the game? Now look, I do have to warn you, if you guys don't know what Slayers are, I highly recommend that you guys don't begin getting into them, because this game from a couple of years ago known as Cookie Clicker is honestly the exact same thing and probably even more fun than Slayers is. If I had to put Slayers into a few words, I would definitely describe this as repetitive, boring, and extremely unrewarding. Now, if for some reason you're still interested in doing Slayers and making money from it, let's talk about which way is the best way to make a ton of money. So looking at Slayers, you have tier 1, tier 2, tier 3, and tier 4. Tier 4 costing 50,000 coins to start, tier 3 costing 10,000 coins. These two will probably be the most popular that everybody farms. Doing tier 2 or tier 1 just isn't worth it, and it's really cheap. You're not going to get any XP out of it, and you're also not going to get that great of drops. Now each boss has a couple of different rewards. Some rewards are guaranteed for every single level and also increase based on the level. Other rewards only have a small chance of being given out. They also can increase based on what tier you're doing as well. You also have some insanely rare rewards, which the odds are quote unquote pray RNGesus, which basically means 1 out of 1,000 bosses is when you could possibly receive one. To keep this as simple as possible though, what we're going to do is we're basically going to be calculating what you're guaranteed to get, and then everything else is just going to be a bonus. Let's look at Revenant Flesh. You're guaranteed to get 30 at least if you do a tier 3. Now keep in mind, a tier 3 Revenant Horror costs 10,000 coins. Currently, one piece of Revenant Flesh is averaging on the auction house for 99 coins. So 99 times 30 is 2,970. Now keep in mind, the Revenant Horror tier 3 costs 10,000 coins, so this is not something that you're really going to be profiting off of. Tier 4 costs 50,000 coins and you're guaranteed at least 50. If you only get 50 flesh, you're only making 4,950 coins, so once again, you are still really losing money on this. Now, like I said, we're not counting in or factoring in these other rare items. These other rare items can definitely make you more money, but at the same time, you want to at least be making your money back from the basic items that you're guaranteed. If you rely on gambling off your money and hoping for an RNG item, there's a high chance you're probably going to lose that money. It's the same as dragons at that point. Tarantula webs are actually going for more than Revenant Flesh in the auction house. They're averaging about 369 coins per web, which is definitely pretty good. Now you're guaranteed at least 28 webs from the tier 3, which keep in mind that costs 10,000 coins to start up. And in the auction house, you'd actually be able to sell 28 for the average of 10,332 coins. So at the very minimum, you're at least profiting 332 coins, which isn't much at all, but you are still profiting. Now if you get any more than this, obviously you're going to be profiting even more. And also you're even going to be profiting even better if you get something else. Now with the tier 4, that costs 50,000 coins to start up, and you're only guaranteed to get 52. So if you do get 52, you're only going to be able to auction that off and make 19,188 coins. So you're losing about 30,000 coins right now. So if you do want to make profit directly off of the tarantulas, I would definitely recommend farming tier 3 because you definitely can make decent profit off of that, but at least with the tier 4, you're not exactly guaranteed. Now looking at Svin, the tier 3 amount that you're guaranteed to get dropped is 30. The average wolf tooth is going for 690 coins on the auction house, which is so much better than all the other ones, and let's just say you only get 30. You're actually making 20,700 coins. Now, of course, a tier 3 costs 10,000 to start up, so you're making over 10,000 coins profit, which is really good. Now, of course, a tier 4 costs 50,000 coins to start up, and you're only guaranteed to get at least 50. If you only get 50, you're only making 34,500 coins, which means you're losing about 15,000 coins. A loss of 15,000 coins definitely is not good. So if you are wanting to make direct profit off of this, I would definitely recommend farming all those tier 3s. The next thing that I think is worth looking at is the Pray RNGesus items. You should be able to receive one of these items every 1,860 tier 4 bosses you slay. So that's a ton of bosses, but keep in mind there is Magic Find, and I believe you get up to Magic Find 95 with superior armor, and if you do that, you will be able to increase your odds of getting this, although it is still extremely rare and extremely hard to come by, but if you do, you will be making a ton of money off of it. Now the one thing is though, is that you're going to have to subtract all the tier 4s that you did from that profit because you're going to be losing a ton of money. Now let's just say that you had to farm 1,860, which is how much you usually should have to farm to receive one of these. If you have to farm that much tier 4s, remember each tier 4 costs 50,000 coins, you're going to be farming 93 million coins worth of tier 4 bosses. 93 million coins worth of tier 4 bosses is absolutely insane. Now we really have to think about which one is the most worth spending 93 million coins on if it does come come down to that bad of luck. If we look in the auction house, you can see that an Overflux Power Orb is going for 95 million, another one's going for 95 million. You also have the Overflux Capacitor, which is going for 80 million, but keep in mind all these still have a lot of hours before they end, so the prices will probably go up at least one more bid, which would definitely make these over 100 million. Now currently there's only 2 Digestive Mosquitoes up in the auction house right now. One's going for 115,000 coins, the other one's going for 20 million. Of course, both these have a ton of time before they actually end, but if we want to round it all the way up to what it possibly could go for, I don't believe we're going to be seeing this go for more than 70 million. I feel like even 70 million is probably a kind offer to even give this, just because the Mosquito Bow really isn't that crazy. If I want to say the absolute max this will actually sell for, probably 90 million, but I don't expect it to go up to that high at all. That would be completely shocking. Let's just say the Digestive Mosquito has a 70 million average. We then have the Scythe Blade. Clearly this has 13 hours left on it and it's going for 35 mil. I think we can round this up to about 60 mil at max. If we want to go even higher than that, we can say 70 mil, but let's just say that this is going to be 60 mil. So you have the Scythe Blade for 60 mil, you have the Digestive Mosquito for 70 mil, and then already, that hasn't even ended yet, you have the Overflux Capacitor at 80 mil. It's pretty easy to tell that the Overflux Capacitor is definitely the best one to go for. One of the biggest reasons being is that the Overflux Power Orb is literally the best item currently in the game compared to the other RNG's items that you can get. The Reaper Scythe and the Mosquito Bow is just super underpowered and really needs to get buffed up, but the developers just keep ignoring it and not changing it at all. While the Overflux Power Orb is super good and everybody likes it a ton. Anyways, of course, prices can change over time, so if you guys do want to profit off of Slayers, I definitely recommend that you guys start farming them out, figure out which ones you guys really want to profit off of, and pray to the RNGesus if you want one of those special items. Anyway, if you guys did enjoy this video and this video did help you guys out, make sure you smash that like button. If you guys are new around here, hit that subscribe button, and I hope that you guys have a great day, great night. I'll talk to you guys later. Goodbye!